In Week 3, the Thursday night matchup features a couple of AFC East rivals. It looks like a mismatch with the Buffalo Bills being big favorites at home against the Miami Dolphins. The total is set at 49.5 points, which means we expect a shootout. What is the best bet to make in that game? That's the main topic of this video. I'm Professor MJ, bookie crusher since 1999. It turns out that my favorite wager on this game is one of my premium picks of the week, which means it receives the grade A. On Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, I shared it with my group of savvy sports investors at mjpicks.com. That's the go-to place to receive all of my premium picks every single day. At that time, I suggested to take the Dolphins plus 13 points at minus 111 odds in American format, or 1.90 in decimal odds. You can see a screenshot on your screen right now. Since then, the line has shifted a little bit. If you wish to get the same 13-point spread, the corresponding odds are now between minus 115 and minus 125. I still like it at that price, and I believe it is worth buying a point if necessary. Some people may bash me for taking the Dolphins, but so be it. Everyone seems to be picking the Bills to destroy Miami at Highmark Stadium on September 18. But I'm not so sure that's going to happen. Did you know that the Dolphins rank 4th in terms of their offensive rush EPA? In other words, they can run the ball well, which is not super surprising when you have an explosive player like Devon Achane in the backfield. Meanwhile, the Bills rank dead last in yards allowed per carry. Right now, they squander an average of 6.8 yards per rush, which is almost a full point above the second worst NFL team. I know they face the Ravens, who have a strong ground game, but come on. Derrick Henry only accumulated 23 rushing yards last week, so it is possible to limit him to lower numbers. Miami has another incentive to run the ball. That would milk the clock more quickly, while keeping Josh Allen on the sidelines for a longer portion of the game. To me, the Dolphins absolutely need to establish their running game, and they could very well do it successfully. Their chances of doing it have increased following the latest reports suggesting that both Ed Oliver and Matt Milano are expected to be out for this game. That's a big blow for Buffalo's defense. Granted, some people will remind us that the Bills own a superb 23-3 record at home since 2022. That's mind-boggling. Those who own season tickets have been spoiled in recent years. Also, the Bills have won each of the past 4 regular season meetings with Miami by an average margin of 14.8 points. However, last year's encounter in Buffalo ended 30-27 in favor of Sean McDermott's squad, so it was not an easy victory. Tua Tagovailoa was dreadful in the season opener in Indianapolis. He fared much better last week against the Patriots by topping 300 passing yards along with a couple of TD passes versus 1 interception. He still has good weapons surrounding him with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, so the Bills winning by a margin of 14 points or more may not be as easy as most people are led to believe. Maybe Buffalo will win by 30 points and I will look like a fool, but that's the risk you take when sharing your picks online, and I'm okay with that. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my NFL videos. I appreciate you very much. I will release on Wednesday afternoon or evening a long video unveiling my 14 picks for each game that will take place on Sunday. I will also post my weekly college football video later this week. Subscribe to the best sports betting show on YouTube, hosted by the holder of a PhD in statistics. I'm Professor MJ. Please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and or smash the subscribe button, my friend. Let's crush the bookies together!